Mr. CFOrmidable, obviously looks like the cloud is the future now for accounting software. This is shaking up the monolithic ERP. On your side, do you have a migration project?
We would, of course, like to migrate to the cloud, but migration is a point that worries me. In fact, even when I don't change anything, as in the case of an upgrade, it's complicated. There are costs, delays, and the risk of service interruption. We don't have the same constraints as IT, and finding out a time frame to do this work is often an impossible mission. This explains why we are always 2 versions behind the vendor and why we are regularly forced to pay heavy support extension invoices on obsolete versions. But on top of that, the migration solutions we have studied boil down to a simple technical migration that leaves aside the finance function. That's not what we want. What we're trying to do is a real digital transformation of the finance function. A migration project that represents a unique opportunity to transform the way accounting data is organized and presented. We want to make the most of the new possibilities offered by the target accounting ERP, and why not change the ERP? The ideal would be to be able to migrate postings and not just balances. To be able to reuse existing interfaces with business applications instead of having to rewrite them as a matter of urgency. We'd like to do a real agile migration in stages. Start by taking the source data, sorting them, checking their quality, and selecting which data are going to be kept, to then put them in a format detached from the constraints put in place by the accounting software we had beforehand. Then, create the new accounting. Set up what's necessary to enrich the data and put them in an accounting format. Set up new accounting schemes, new accounting keys, and new charts of accounts. Then we will be able to create new segments of analysis by breaking down or aggregating accounts to get the right indicators. Finally, we can switch to the target format and create a file that is ready to be loaded within the target accounting software. With such a migration, we will be able to talk about objectives achieved, plus benefits such as reduced risks, as well as costs and delays associated with migration. Notably, because I would no longer have to rewrite my interfaces with business applications. A guarantee of the completeness, quality, and integrity of the accounting. I could do reconciliations, have an end-to-end audit trail. A migration project that becomes an opportunity to accelerate the digital transformation of our department and allows us to carry out the necessary functional evolutions. Moreover, we could define ourselves the transformation rules of our accounting without depending on IT or our software providers. Excuse me, I get lost in daydreams.
No problem at all. I clearly understand what you are saying. Between us, did you ever heard about Cloud MyGL from Axway?